Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. In this video, we're going to go over my stock picks for the week of December 6th through the 10th. Before we do, just to reiterate, not a financial advisor. Make sure that you do your own research before investing. Also, if you find value in today's video, smash the thumbs up button, subscribe to the channel if you enjoy our content, and hit the notification bell. That way YouTube can let you know every time we release new content. Other than that, guys, let's dive right on into it. Alright guys, so before getting into the picks for this week, we're going to talk about a recap of last week. We talked about QQQ, the SPY, and the DJX, which was actually supposed to be UDAO, which is at a lower price point. So I actually did not get into any of these plays because I was kind of waiting on the sideline to see how the market reacted, and I did not feel comfortable after watching Monday on either of these plays. I decided to watch each day for a good entry point and did not enter into any of these. I think that we could potentially even see more downside this week, unfortunately. So that would be whenever I feel more comfortable getting back in to some plays like this. This is where I would put my money for sure is Triple Q, the SPY, and then UDAO. Whenever they start recovering, I think that's going to be a decent swing play on those three plays. So my picks for this week are Uvxy, SQQQ, and then Tesla. Okay, each of these here, basically Uvxy, and SQQQ, basically when the market goes down, these plays will go up. Okay, when the market goes up, then these plays will just kind of gradually decay over time. And then Tesla is actually an undervalued territory. However, I'm going to show you an article that was released earlier today that could spook the markets and potentially drop it even lower. And then once we decide to hopefully recover, you know Tesla's a beast and going to keep on riding. So we're going to show you this, and we have to really just keep an eye on the futures that come out at about 5:30. That's going to tell us a lot about what is going to happen over these next coming weeks. And then, of course, guys, Zion Oil and Gas is on my watch list from here on out, and I want to see if it's going to basically go lower or start making its way back up, and maybe try to get through 30 cents or so this week. If it stays where it's at, I'm going to strike again and buy some more, and just keep buying as long as it's at these levels until it decides to start moving more aggressively. But we'll have to take a look at the charts on that in a second as well. But let me show you the article I was talking, not the article, the tweet that I mentioned earlier. Then we'll take a look at the charts on each of these and see what they're telling us. Okay, guys, so this is from Newsmax, and this was tweeted by Newsmax. And so I'm going from the tweet to the article. It says Chinese government summons Evergrande chair amidst debt repayment warning. And it said that China's second largest real estate developer, which faces over $300 billion in liabilities, told the Hong Kong Stock Exchange in a Friday filing that in light of the current liquidity status, there's no guarantee that the group will have sufficient funds to continue to perform its financial obligations and pay the $260 billion demands by creditors. Okay, so I'm not sure how the market's going to react, if the U.S. market's going to react to this in any sort of way. I would wait obviously, and see how the futures are reacting to it in about an hour and a half to 2 hours, and that'll kind of give us an indication of what's to come for tomorrow. So let's go ahead and look at the charts, guys, on the three plays that we talked about, and let's see what they're telling us. All right, guys, so taking a look at UVXY, we are currently trading at about 23.50, and we are close to overvalued status. But if the market continues to go down, this thing will continue to come up. So your current level of resistance is 26.46, support of about 14.28, and we are now trading above that red SMA line, which typically shows some price strength. But however, remember that this thing constantly decays over time. So if the market decides to recover and start moving up, then this thing's going to fall back down probably to about 14.28 or so. But it's something to keep an eye on. If the market is starting to sell off, this thing's obviously going to continue to go higher. And then SQQQ, this is also going to be one in which the market starts to go down. This thing will start coming up, and we just popped its head above that red SMA line, current support of 569, current resistance of 762, and we're close to overvalued status as well. But again, if the markets get spooked and start selling off again, you could go as high as about 762 from 682 and try to test that resistance level before getting some type of pullback. Okay, so now let's take a look at Tesla. As you see, Tesla here got beat down, and it could get beat down a little bit more tomorrow. I don't see it going lower than this resistance level here of about 980, but that's what I'm looking at here because we are in undervalued territory. So I'm looking that once the market decides to recover, this thing's going to come back with a vengeance. So I'm looking to get an entry on it and then ride it up closer to that $1,100 to $1,200 mark before taking profits on that particular swing. And then let's take a look at Zion Oil and Gas. That's on the watch list, so we're going to go ahead and show you the charts on it as well. Currently, we have a overall floor of about 10 cents. We are currently selling off. We are in a bearish pattern. And here's the real test tomorrow. Are we going to go below that red SMA line of about 19.5 cents? Or are we going to come back in and people are going to buy it up and we slingshot forward and bust through that 25.5 cent mark? If we do that, guys, we are in a great situation. That means we're going to continue to go higher, probably get to 37 cents or so, and then start slowly kind of keeping on trucking and making our way through these key resistance levels. If we fall below 20 cents, well, it looks like now we're falling back down and we're just going to keep on playing around at that level. But it'll be really interesting to see what happens on the open if people come in and buy at these levels, or if it continues to fall down. That'll be pretty interesting to see. And then also, guys, keep an eye on the VIX, VIXCentral.com. We are currently at 30. Okay, the VIX is at 30 currently right now, which is pretty high. So we want to make sure and keep an eye on that. If the good thing about this is the higher the VIX, when the VIX gets really, really high, then eventually, we see some type of reversal where we start kind of getting some green days. The market's it's not gonna stay down forever. I don't know if this is the start of a crash or whatnot. It's something to be very cautious of, in my opinion. And we just want to see how it kind of plays out. But the VIX is currently over 30, all right, over 30, which provides some good buying opportunities for some stocks. But in my opinion, I'm still very cautious on what I'm putting my money at this point. I want to see how Monday and Tuesday play out and then kind of go from there. So, all right, guys, that's all I got for you in this video. Make sure that you smash the thumbs up button if you enjoyed the video, and also subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Other than that, we'll catch you in the next one.